Hey, hey, welcome back. This is the Unnamed Music Show. Ashley Alexander here with a review of Earl Sweatshirt's Doris. Really interesting thing about Earl Sweatshirt, I kind of liked Earl Sweatshirt before I even heard anything that he did. And it's kind of Odd Future / Tyler, the Creator's fault. And I'll explain. When Tyler, the Creator first came out, he did a show on Jimmy Fallon for the song Sandwiches with Haji Beats. And if you go watch the clip, right before he says anything, someone in the audience starts screaming, "Free Earl, free Earl." So when the show was over and he did a really good job, I really wanted to know who this Free Earl guy was. So for me, I think the story about Earl Sweatshirt is more appealing than the music. But when they basically got really signed and kind of big, Earl's family took him to like a juvenile kind of center right when they got signed and kind of took the dream away from the kid. And honestly, every interview Tyler's ever done, he says he's a better rapper than me. And it was always a Free Earl campaign. So when he came home and met up with everyone again, it was this need to want to know what he sounded like because the story was you were so supportive of the story that it didn't matter what he did. It was, he's getting what he deserves because so many people he's around appreciates him. So for me, Doris, I think, has some really nice beats on it. I think to some it might sound dark. To me, I think lyrically it could be a little better, but lyrically, what can you really expect from some of these kids of this generation? I personally think maybe when he's older, 30s and such, he might be a great spoken word artist. I think the way that his cadences are is more prose or poetry, more so than kind of rap. But beyond anything else, I really like the beats. And anything that's kind of dark and personal and serious, I kind of have an affinity towards because you're trying to be as honest as you can about your own situation. But if I think you should buy it or skip it or download it, Earl, I'm so sorry, but I think you should skip it. I'm sorry, I really wish that I could say that the whole thing made me feel some way that you needed to go get it. But the hype behind the artist is what makes him so much more interesting to me. And I'd skip it. I personally think that there's other Odd Future artists that may have something a little better or a little more appealing. And maybe just because I might be a sucker for slight commercial stuff instead of complete artistic freedom, who knows. But this next album though, whenever that comes out, that one's the one to show and prove. So I'm happy that he came out with an album. I'm great that it's getting the best reception that it can, but go check out some songs and see how you feel. It wasn't the best thing that I could have heard, but please let me know what you think about it and leave some comments and let us know for the Unnamed Music Show of what you think about it. Of course, I might get bashed and that's fine, but you can contact me at always_AA on Twitter and on Instagram and Ashley Alexander on Facebook. Thank you so much for hanging out. I've missed you guys, and one day we'll have a title for the show, I promise. But once again, from Ashley Alexander to you, go check them out. Let me know what you think. Later.